Hi everyone, welcome back to my last Therapy Tip Tuesday. I'm Miss Jen and you can find me in the Lake Success office. Today I want to talk about how we can help our kids in the speech room and at home by using prompts, cues, and support. In my speech room, I usually use verbal cues, binary choices, tactile cues, and wait time. And I think those are important to use at home as well. So what is verbal cues? Those are any kind of cues that you're going to use to help with your child, well, verbally, to help with your child get the answer out or help with their child's language needs or articulation needs. So another, like a part of a verbal cue can be a phonemic cue. So if I were to say like, oh, what animal is on the farm and it's black and white and your kid's just sitting there like looking at you and has no idea, you can go a k, k, k. And now that's helping with the k, ow, cow. And now they have that verbal and that phonemic cue, the first sound. They're like, oh, okay, it's a cow. It's not a chicken because the chicken's ch, ch, ch. And it's not a sheep because that's shh. So a cow, it must be a cow. Another cue I like to do is tactile cues. That is when you are touching the face or doing any tactile stimulation to help get that information out. Specifically what I do in my room is when we're doing oral motor exercises and we see that jaw moving, I like to put my finger, this part of the finger under the chin, and then it's like almost like your gun finger. You're gonna put it on the bony part and you're gonna hold tight. And then once they're doing that exercise, now that jaw is still. So like pointy tongue. Now that jaw is not moving, so that's tactile cues. Another cue that you can use for your kid is if you're asking WH questions or you're asking them to request something, you can give them choices. So if you were to say, who do you go to see when you're feeling sick and they're looking at you and they don't know the answer, you can now give them choices. Do you go see the grocery store or do you go see the doctor? So now they think, oh, I'm going to see the doctor when I'm feeling sick, or do I go to the grocery store? That's who I see when I feel sick. So that kind of helps them and gives them an option so they don't feel like, oh, now I have to pick my brain and see what the answer is and I don't know. Now you're giving them a little bit of a option here. And then the last one is wait time, and I find that to be very, very important. These kids are getting bombarded with language every day and information every day, and sometimes they can't process it as fast as we can. So give them that wait time so that they can process all that information, and then eventually they'll give you that answer. And if not, you can use your other support and cues to help them get that answer out there or work on those speech sounds or work on those movements. But wait time is very important. It may feel like forever to us, but to them it's just a minute or two to just process all the information and really follow through after. All right? Bye. I hope you guys have a great one.